Fox 45 News is pushing for answers about how the state keeps track of tax dollars that nonprofits receive. Some state lawmakers are now calling for a more transparent system. Fox 45's Jeff Abel takes us through a bill to address those concerns in Annapolis.
We're going to call Delegate Shalega next.
At the State House 5 weeks ago, State Delegate Kathy Shalega thought she had a slam dunk.
I'm presenting today a very simple and easy bill.
House Bill 122 would prohibit Maryland's nonprofits from receiving state funding if they are not in compliance with state laws.
I thought it would be a slam dunk if the bill just says, look, if your taxes aren't paid or your charter's not current or you haven't filled all your paperwork out, you can't get state money.
But the 8-minute hearing on the bill didn't come without resistance.
It actually means you'd have to hire more accountants, more lawyers.
I actually do have, again, an office that independently reviews every 3 years, every agency, every sub-department. Isn't that so?
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Tightening the reins on nonprofits has been a difficult task in Annapolis. From lawmakers who appear to be saying no compliance, no problem. Recent investigations have unveiled millions of state tax dollars being funneled to nonprofits which aren't in compliance with state laws.
Legislators here in Annapolis should want to see the rules tightened up and everyone playing by the legitimate legal rule of law.
But so far, the bill hasn't moved beyond the Government, Labor, and Elections Committee, where many of its members, we discovered, are closely linked to nonprofit organizations. Its chairwoman is employed by a council which represents nonprofit labor unions. One of its members is the executive director of a Frederick nonprofit. Another member is employed by a nonprofit. Several others are active members in nonprofit organizations. In all, almost half of this committee appears to have strong ties to Maryland's nonprofit community.
It is more profound than just that committee. If you were to do the same research of the entire legislature, I think that you would come up with a very similar result. Probably nearly half of the legislature is employed in some way, either directly or indirectly, by a nonprofit organization. So in that case, it's somewhat like the fox guarding the hen house there.
State Delegate Ryan Naraki believes Maryland's nonprofits have escaped tighter controls because many lawmakers are tightly connected to nonprofits.
I think that there's a legitimate question to ask the ethics department if these folks should in fact be voting for nonprofit legislation when they're employed by nonprofits.
By law, lawmakers cannot vote on measures which could directly impact them. But so far, that hasn't posed a problem for this committee. After 5 weeks, it simply hasn't voted on Shalega's nonprofit bill.
So that ends the bill hearing for HB 122.
We have a governor's office that doesn't want to govern, and we've got a legislature that's full of people that are employed by nonprofits, and that creates a very chaotic situation at best.
For now, House Bill 122 has been set aside as the demand for oversight grows fierce.
You should not be getting taxpayer money if you haven't paid your taxes.
Jeff Abel, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.